All it takes is just one good idea to make $1 million. That's it. Now, I know it's a catchy video or title or whatever. It's a headline, you know, trying to attract your attention. But I'm gonna tell you a great story that I hope that you'll remember. So for the longest time, I wanted to become a millionaire. But I was dead broke. I had no special knowledge, skills, or abilities. I had no contacts. I had no money. And yet I really got it in my head that I could make millions of dollars. And my friends and family, they just told me how crazy that was, that I was delusional and stupid or whatever. But I really believed that it was possible. Well, ultimately, that led me to start my own business and try a bunch of different things. And when something finally clicked, because my wife Eileen and I were a good team, and we started our first direct response marketing business. We called it mail order back then, but we started with a few $100s, and within 6 months we were bringing in about $500 a day. Now that was almost 30 years ago, so think about that. $500 a day was 30 years ago was like $1,500 a day now probably, but you know, so we were making good money. And then we met marketing expert Russ von Holscher. Now he had over 20 years of experience, and so he had already made millions of dollars. My puppy here, he always comes running to me when I've got the camera on, and then he starts getting in my way. So Russ had over 20 years of experience. When we first met him, he had already made millions of dollars for himself and his clients. He knew exactly what to do. I'll never forget the first time we picked him up at the airport. We're driving to our little farmhouse in Gossel, Kansas, which is about an hour from Wichita, the airport, Wichita, Kansas. And Russ just made this comment. We're driving in Eileen's little Plymouth Champ. It was like a tin can on wheels. We were, you know, we were making some money, but we were still poverty poor basically at that time. Some of the checks that we wrote to Russ in the beginning for helping us were what we call warm checks. They weren't hot checks because we had every intention of paying them, but we always knew it was going to take him a couple days to get home, deposit it in his bank. Anyway, we were still struggling. So we're driving from Wichita. We just met Russ. We had talked to him on the phone a bunch of times prior to that. We were making pretty good money at the time, more money than we had ever made in our lives, but we were still struggling. And we were talking about this great business of mail order marketing, what we call now direct response marketing. And Russ had this one comment. He's riding in the back seat. I'm driving. I'm looking at him in the rearview mirror. He's all huddled in the back seat because it was a little tiny car. And Russ is a great big guy. And but he's excited about meeting Eileen and I. And he's happy to be there. And he's going to spend the weekend working with us on some of our marketing projects. And he made this comment. He said, just one idea is all it takes to make $1 million. And he wasn't even trying to be some great thing like I was hoping it will be for this video, where a lot of people will click on this video. He just said it as a conversation. Just one idea can make you $1 million. He was saying it as a fact. He had already had those one ideas that had made him $1 million or more for him or his client. But for us, that was just a fantasy. To make $1 million, that was just a fantasy. It was a dream. And I about drove the car off the road. I was so excited. And we about had a car crash, hit the ditch, you know, or something, because I was just so in love with the idea that all it could take is one good idea. Now that was over 30 years ago. Since then, I've had many ideas that have brought in over $1 million. And in fact, Russ helped me take my very first idea and turn it into $1 million. About 9 months later, I had an idea that Russ helped me turn into well over $1 million. But I've had time to think about this. And it's true, just one idea can make you $1 million or a lot more, but it has to be well executed. So the implementation has to be correct. And there are a few things that you have to do that I don't have time to go into on this video. But look, keep the faith. Realize that you can get rich. You can make as much money as you want. If you want to make $1 million, it's as simple as just one idea that's well executed. So I've got some ideas right now I'm playing with that I know are going to bring in I can't prove it. It's all, you know, yet to be seen. But I know are going to bring in many millions of dollars. I'd love to show you what some of those ideas are. So if you like this video, go to my website at heytj.com, HEYTJ.com, or you can send me an email at tickets@heytj.com and just say, hey, show me some of those ideas that you believe are going to make millions of dollars, and I'll send you some stuff that I hope will blow you away. So again, on behalf of my big 110-pound dog here that just won't leave me alone, this is Pharaoh right here, my big old sweetheart. Hey, thanks for watching this video. I hope that this will inspire you. All it does take is just one idea to make millions of dollars, but you've got to believe it before you see it. Or wait, yeah, you got to believe it before you see it. Yeah, sometimes I get that backwards. But if you like the video, drop me a line. I'm always looking for good joint venture partners. Just tell me that you want to see some of the exciting things that I'm working on now. I'll be happy to send you information, no cost, no obligation. If we do decide to work together, I'll do my best to do everything possible to help you make the largest amount of money, because like every good joint venture deal, that's how I make the bulk of my money, is by helping you make money. So thanks again for watching my video, and bye for now.